Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Captain America issue number 11. Alex Ross. Nah, I'm going to open up this book really quick. I'm going to show you something that pissed me off in the book. The second bubble here. What do we have? That's right, you read it correctly. What do we have? On the first page? Really? Really? Nobody could see that? Nobody could recognize that mistake? Y'all need to get some freaking university professors on here to check out your freaking proofreading, because way too often in Marvel as of late, I'm seeing these issues. I'm seeing these problems within the pages of these issues, man. It's throwing me off. It's putting out some really bad juju out there, right? I'm not enjoying it. Be like remember the episode of Friends with Phoebe? She's like pulling the evil juju off of, I think it was Joey or something like that, whatever it was. Just yeah, that's right, I brought up Friends, mother fathead. Now what? I still like this book though. The beginning of it, like, it really, I saw that, and then right away I see that Sharon Carter's talking about, oh, freaking, Hera 1 and Gaia 1, and I like that she called herself Gaia. That was cool. But, Artemis 1, that bothered me. I'm going to get into that again in a moment after I tell you about who made this book. So we got Captain of Nothing Part 5 of 6 by Ta-Nehisi Coates, and the artist is Adam Kubert. Color art by Matt Mila, VC's Joe Caramagna on letters. Joe Caramagna, man, you messed up, bruh. I mentioned that Alex Ross did this cover. Alex Ross. And Yoon Lee did the variant cover. Carlos Lau does the graphic design, and Captain America was created by Joe Simon and Jack freaking Kirby. So I mentioned that the Gaia Hera thing, like, it really bothered me. Gaia, whatever, it's cool. But, like, the rest of the stuff, it's like, I don't know what I'm not in Ta-Nehisi Coates' head. I'm not in his office. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what he's saying or thinking in reverse order. I don't know what he's about. Why he decided to use these Greek names, the Greek goddess names. It's almost like well, they're noble and blah 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 blah, whatever. No, it's not, for the individuals. It's more for the teams than anything else. But it's like, if you're trying to do because the Daughters of Liberty thing here, the Tories and Loyalists and the Sons and Daughters of Liberty, right? From back in the Revolutionary War days. Excuse me, if I'm trying to think up really cool names, code names for women to make it seem like, strong code names, I'm just not using Greek goddesses. I'm just not. Hera, the jealous woman who, rather than confronting her husband or divorcing him or beating the living snot out of him for cheating on her all the time, instead tries to kill babies and send vipers into, come on, man. Nah. And what was it? They say Athena in here too at one point, right? Athena, goddess of wisdom, who what do you call it? When Medusa was raped, very much against her will. That's why they call it rape. In a temple, Athena punished her and turned her into the Gorgon. I mean, come on now. Come on now. These are the strong women we're talking about? The people who punished other people because they couldn't go against men? No. Wrong answer, bro. Sorry. I think I have a completely different understanding of Greek history than you do. Greek mythology, I should say. Anyway. The rest of this book, though, like, that's literally just the first, 2 pages, barely. After that, this book became pretty solid. Captain America, of course, finds something, Steve Rogers finds something that he can use like a shield, and he, of course, owns with it. The Wrecker, who doesn't have his crowbar but is still pretty powerful. Okay, whatever, I'll let that go. He talks about how, Captain, because Captain America's like, move on, guys, move on, press on, keep the formation moving, stuff like that. This is stuff that in the military you come to understand real fast. These are motivational words. They 100% work. And yeah, they're important. They're crucial. They're crucial. Having that one focus, that outside voice, that focus that we can all focus on and move to that. It's not just in cadence. It's more than that sometimes. This isn't Revelry or some other, road march song that we're talking about. No, this is an actual, just the encouraging words of someone who you trust with your life to move forward. And that's what Steve Rogers is. That's what Captain America is. Even his enemies know, take him out, because he's the driving force behind everybody. And when the Wrecker says at one point, like one of the dumbest guys in the room, in any room that he's in, regardless of company, he says at one point, I think I'm finally starting to understand you. And there's no further explanation given. And I loved that. As a former soldier, I loved that. Everything else in this book was pretty bad. Like Sue Storm, you can't disrespect Sue Storm because she's just one of the most powerful people ever. She's put up with so much crap. She's been written better and better as time has gone on, and I loved it. Absolutely loved it. This book, this was good. This was pretty good. Again, much like with Muad'Dib versus Gurney Halleck in the opening pages of Dune, it's the slow knife that wins that scores the victory. And that's what Ta-Nehisi Coates does. And it can get, even for somebody who understands what he's doing, at least in that regard, I think I understand what he's doing. He's going to tell that long, drawn-out story. It's cool, man. It gets frustrating sometimes, but I just have to keep on reminding myself that's what he's doing. That being said, seems to be enough people agreeing with me about the whole intergalactic Council of Wakanda thing. Could be a good story, but now is just a dumb time to be telling it. Maybe you should start telling that story now. Maybe not. Maybe just wait for that story because, you just had the Black Panther movie out, and I don't remember T'Challa being in space in that movie. So there's that. Infinity War and, the Endgame, sure, I get it. He's in space, sort of, but it's not like the current comic book. And I'm just saying, if you want people to open up a comic book, or people are going to open up a comic book, you put out a cool movie like Black Panther, people are going to want to go up and check out that comic book. And if they open up the comic book and they see intergalactic, it's like Wakanda's in space? Wait, what's going on here? I don't understand what the hell's going on. Nah, bro, nah. It was, sorry, I'm going to say it. It was a goddamn stupid-ass, boneheaded, freaking moron decision to start doing that story when the Black Panther movie came out, and so on. Nah, that was just dumb. That was just dumber than dog crap. So it was announced that that Jim Zub is going to be right. They got to get a freaking white guy. They got to get a freaking Canadian white guy at that to write a proper, I hope it's going to be a proper Black Panther story for the people who've gotten the DVD and they already saw the movie and they made it one of the most, best freaking watched movie, whatever. It was the best watched movie. You like that? People watched it better than any other movie. You know what I'm saying? See, there we go. Let me go back and do it again, just to make fun of myself. What We Do, We Have. So it was one of the most watched movies and most beloved movies, out at the time. Just last year, for crying out loud. So we should have an actual Black Panther in the actual Wakanda world. So yeah, we're going to have that again. And I guess thank you, Jim Zub, for doing that. Anyway, guys. Yeah, we good. All right, Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.